Hello everyone, Railgan here again with another CVT. Today we're having a look at another replay submitted by one of my viewers. This time it is, I think Zerg is Easy is the one who submitted this replay. He is called DigitalZ if you are on the stream usually or on the Discord. And he submitted this replay and was like, I'm really rattled about this replay. Satranis is another viewer of mine, so I guess they played a little game against each other and are like, man, Terran's so broken, the conspiracy, and yeah, so we're going to have a look at this. Their Master League, I think DigitalZ is barely in Master League, I'm not sure about Satranis, but we will see. Hatch Gas Pool Opener by DigitalZ, Barracks Opener by Satranis. Gonna open the replay time so we know what to expect a little bit more, because we're not trying to cast this, we're trying to see what went wrong and see what our players are thinking. So he's building 6 links right now. It's okay if he wants to be really safe against the Reaper. 4 links are enough, but 6 links are also fine. Just make, oh, he even gets the Reaper, he gets that fast third base going. He stopped mining gas perfectly at exactly 100 gas. Plops down 2 creep tumors, okay. Yeah, usually one would have been enough, but 2 creep tumors is completely fine. Cloak Banshee Opener scouted by DigitalZ, who throws down a Spore Crawler and a Roach Warren. Everything is completely fine. Double gas is a little bit early for my taste, but let's see if he uses the gas, I have no issue. What I don't like is that he's already up to 300 gas right now. He doesn't have a lair on the way, he doesn't have any evolution chambers, and he's building spores. Spores is okay, but having no lair, no evolution chambers, now the lair comes. But I think he mined gas a little bit too quick. He's making some defensive roaches, so we will see. He obviously didn't want to drone up this space. Well, not obviously, but he didn't want to drone up this space because he was scared of the Banshee Hellion or Hellbed attack, but he doesn't really need to be that scared. All he has to do is pull the queens and attack here. He should have built one spore somewhere here and just moved it over here while the attack was going on, so he could have defended. But this is like really sloppy defense. He should transfuse the hatchery. Yeah, now it's getting run by over there as well. Yeah, this is not that good. He should have transfused the hatchery, moved the spore over here, attacked with all the units, not leave half of the units standing around. It was a pretty sloppy defense. Now worker wise, the Zerg is already behind, he doesn't have a third base, he's taking double expansions, is a smart move, especially because he had some over minerals. Terran has his third base already done, so right now the Zerg is definitely behind, but this is only the early game. Mistakes happen in the early game, even if like things kind of go out of your control, bad or whatever, you don't need to be too worried. You should just keep on focusing, keep on droning, try to do your best to stay alive in the game, but you don't need to be all that worried about what happened, because even though everything went about as bad as it could for DigitalZ, he's still up 20 supply right now. He has 4 gas, a Spire, a Roach Warren, getting the Mutalisks out. Mutalisks, another thing I don't really like, especially because you can assume that his opponent could be going for mech. I mean, it could still be barracks play even after a Cloak Banshee opener with Hellions. But against mech, Mutalisks are usually not that good. He obviously wants the Mutas to kill the Banshees, and I'm not sure if he's going to commit to the Mutas. He's going for double evolution chamber Roach speed. I don't agree with that decision. I don't agree with going Roaches against mech, because tanks are so damn good against the Roach, but we will see. Yes, he is on a nice economy right now, so he should build some overlords and then get stuff going. He built the macro hedge, he's injecting. Never mind, he's not. He's going now for a Baneling Nest and Hydra Den, and he's building Link, so he's making a switch to Link, Hydra, Baneling. Our third player, Terran, is getting the Infernal Pre-Igniter, +1/+1. Boom, 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 boom. This is a dangerous position for the Zerg. Now the Swarmos are making their way to the field. Swarmos, very good. Very nice, making roaches. Yeah, okay, let's see. I feel like the swarmers are not gonna do anything. Oh, the queens are being shot at by the tanks. That is what he wants to have happen. Oh, now he needs to transfuse the queens. The locusts come in. Oh, this is a very good engagement by DigitalZ. Or by Zerg easy or whatever. Whatever he calls him now. This is the engagement that he wanted. Like the Hellbats away from the locusts, getting killed by roaches, the tanks firing at the queens. This was a very, very good engagement. Up 100 supply. Now let's see how DigitalZ manages to throw this game away. Here we go. Terran going up to the 4th base as one defensive tank right now. DigitalZ is just staying at home doing nothing for like half a minute now. Now he walks across the map. Where is he going to strike? He waits inside the sensor tower, giving his opponent ample time to respond, and here they come, the locusts come. By the time Terran already rebuilt like 30 supply of units now, and he has all these roaches that are completely useless. This is way too slow. You need to strike immediately. If you get a fight like that and have roaches, you need to strike immediately, because roaches are just gonna turn useless after time. Oh, it's cute harassment that he's going for, but it's not really what he wants to do. He's getting the hive, so he's getting that next tech step in right now. He keeps upgrading the Roach Hydra. If he gets Vipers out, it's gonna be good. If he can land some Blinding Cloud. Overall, it's a pretty good army composition right now. Yeah, but this army is now just going to die to the tank. Like, tanks are way good against roaches, you really need to be careful. Now he's building Vipers, that's very good. I'm not sure why he's building that many evolution chambers in the fucking main base. It would be smart to build evolution chambers like here, so he can fight him here and then go back to draining some energy. Suck him up, suck him up. Okay, never mind, don't do that. Turrets, defensive turrets, very important. A lot of tanks, force, Vikings, Ravens. +3/+3 upgrade. Zerg could get that as well. Zerg should also get more gas. I mean, it doesn't make sense to stay on 3 bases gas mining when you are going for Viper Hive Tech composition. Like, not only are his main extractors about to mine out, he also should mine gas from these extractors here. Now, Hellbats absolutely shred locusts, so you need to be very careful with how you engage. Zerg is at 75 workers, which is a good worker count. Could be a bit higher, but 75 is completely fine. We should mine more gas though. Like, the lack of gas mining is disturbing, and the blinding clouds, beautiful. But does he have enough damage behind all this? Oh, he's abducting units. His units are walking to their death though. Like, he's not killing anything here. Like, he killed nothing. I mean, he killed something, but you know, like, he didn't kill like an amount of units that he wants to kill. There we see the tab. Had to try and open it. He lost 7 swarmos already. Fired the mutas, of course, roaches, hydras. The vipers all survived, which is really good. He killed 1 Viking, a lot of tanks. Yeah, the transfusion on the vipers, I like that. You know, some parasitic bombs would have been nice as well to try and kill some of the Vikings and Ravens. If you have that many Vipers anyways, they could be quite useful. Now, it's making a switch to mostly Hydras. You really need Broodlords or Lings as well in the composition. Yeah, Broodlords are gonna be good. Lings are also quite nice as long as he doesn't have too high of a Hellbat count, because the Lings kind of run in and they also make the tanks splash other units and stuff like that. Ultralisks can be cute if you get the good Blinding Cloud off and things like that. So let's see. Swarmos are also always really nice. He sadly lost his Swarmos, well, most of them. Guess there's still some running around. I like to burrow them in areas like this. Let's see. Blinding Cloud, yes. Blinding Cloud down there, please. There are the blinding clouds. He needs to commit more to blinding cloud. Now he lost a lot more than his opponent yet again. Like all the hydras died. No he needs a blinding cloud, the big tank cluster, not only like 4 tanks there. You need to blinding cloud where the main army of your opponent is. And as I said, he's not mining enough gas. He's starting to mine gas now, but it took him a long time to get going. Oh no, the Vipers. If the Vipers die, it's over. Transfuse! Transfuse! No, 2 dead. Oh, he should be able to win this fight though. No, why is he retreating? No! All he had to do was A move, run in with the Vipers, blinding cloud here, and it would be over. Now he has to take a really bad fight. Blinding cloud. Oh, that's a good one. But is it enough? Not sure if this is enough. Actually, definitely isn't enough. The PDD goes down and Zerg goes cry. Well, okay. Let's go over some key points once quickly, and then we will be done with this. First of all, if you're up against benches and don't want to build a spore here and move it over there. Spores root in 5 seconds. Second of all, have your units in position to actually fight. Don't run away with half your units when it's 6 Hellbats. I mean, come on, 3 queens can kill 6 Hellbats in the Banshee if you pull some roaches and links for defense. Then the queens didn't actually attack. Hellions run by over here. Position your units smarter. Get a spore over here. Maybe build a spine here if you're really desperate, you know, do something. Then, in the late game, like, after the first push of your opponent, like, this was a very good fight because the Hellbats were out of position mostly. If you build roaches, you really need to put those roaches to use. You can't just have half your army in roaches, or like 60% of your army in roaches, because they're a garbage unit against tanks. You really need to get them blinding clouds down or something, because roaches they just don't cut it. Or like maybe drop the roaches or something. Nidus here, or drop roaches, or use burrowing claws, or attack him everywhere at the same time with roaches, something. And then in the late game, you really want to get those blinding clouds and the clusters of tanks. If you build 7 Vipers, that's very good. You also want to mine the gas faster, but I mentioned that. Like if you have 8,000 minerals, it doesn't make sense to only have 1,000 gas. See, like the tanks are still shooting. You didn't blinding cloud the tanks, you only blinding clouded the Hellbats and Force. You can also throw down some parasitic bombs if you have the APM to spare. Parasitic bombs are really good. And yeah, I guess that's it. You definitely could have won this fight if you attacked faster and blinding clouded. But yeah. Hope this helped you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have another call for help video tomorrow. Until then, see ya.